Well, hello everybody. We are in the kitchen with Tammie today. It is Friday and she is creating something. Tammie, what you got going?
Today I'm going to make pot stickers. So you need pot sticker wrappers. The recipe I've usually used has you cook the cabbage first, but I forgot about that. So I found a different recipe where you don't cook it first, and we're going to try that. So you want to shred your cabbage good, and we need a cup of this. So it also calls for green onions, which I don't ever have. They don't stay fresh very long, and so they end up going bad. So I'm going to use just a regular onion and cut it real thin, and we like onion, so if you like a good onion flavor, then you'll be okay with just a regular yellow onion. The recipe I'm using calls for ground pork, but I bought ground turkey, and you can use either one. Just a meat that's mild flavored, so it'll pick up the other flavors that you're using. So anyway, and I like using glass bowls. That way you can tell if things are getting mixed up in the bottom. Ground. So I've got my ground turkey mashed up a little bit here. We're going to add a little 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. And this is a 2 teaspoon water. And sometimes you just have to get your hands dirty. Some people don't like that, but sometimes you've just got to do it. So we'll put in our cabbage, our onion, and sometimes I put in carrot, shredded carrot. You can really just do whatever you want. It's a fun recipe. All right, so I've got my fresh ginger and my garlic. I need to peel, and then I like to use my zester, which not everybody does it that way, but that's what I. So we've got 2 tablespoons of soy, and I'm just going to put it in with my ginger and garlic. And a teaspoon of salt. And I think I'll just sprinkle that over. And a little bit of sesame oil. I'm not going to measure it because I don't clean my measuring spoons. Then we're going to dump this in here. And this time I'll use a fork. But if you like playing in your food, you can use your hands. It's kind of fun. I usually lay out 9 of these wrappers. You don't want to get too far ahead of yourself or they'll dry out. And then use a pastry brush or your fingers, whatever works best, and you wet the edges so that they'll stick together. And you don't want to overfill them or they'll come apart. So it says about 2 teaspoons, but we'll go with this much. Not sure how much it is. And you can do really fancy edges, but I don't. So you can either just seal the edges and leave it like that, or figure out something fancier. All right, well, my oil heats up in my frying pan. I'm going to make the dipping sauce, and it has 1/3 cup of soy. And this comes out slowly, which is probably a good thing. 2 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar. And this is my 2 tablespoon measure, so it's kind of handy. And 2 teaspoons of sesame oil, which I'm also not going to measure because I don't like measuring oil. And that's probably not quite 2 teaspoons, but it's fine. So a clove of garlic, which I like to zest, because I like lots of garlic flavor in there. And a dash of onion powder. And I have a cheat sheet over here. That's why I'm looking over here. So let's see. And a teaspoon of chili powder and 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. Wait a second. I got the wrong thing out. Okay, I said chili powder, but it was actually paprika, which is what I did have out. So a teaspoon of paprika and 1/2 teaspoon of, cayenne. I'm not putting 1/2 teaspoon. We'll just do a little bit. And then we use a whisk and whisk this up. And this is just the cutest little whisk ever. So I like using it. Just whisk that around for a sec. And all done. Okay, our oil is nice and hot. So we're going to put these in a single layer. And I fill up my pan with as many as will go in. I only like to cook 2 batches. So they have to cook for 2 minutes and then we'll steam them, but I'll show you that in a minute. Okay. And they're done. And they look delicious. They smell even better.
All right, now it's time for the taste test. Got to dip it in the sauce. The sauce is the secret. Oh yeah. They turned out really good. So I'm just gonna wrap this little video up here of Tammie cooking these and call it a day, and hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the next one. Have a good one.